Hi everyone, we're going to solve each equation using properties of equalities and check our solutions for these three problems. So we get started. I usually go a little slower on the first and then go faster on the other two. So the first thing we want to do on each side of the equation is use our distributive property, and that would mean we're going to distribute this 10 and multiply. So that's going to be 10y minus 20 equals, and do it again, negative 4y minus 6. Now we're going to use our addition property of equality and add 4y to both sides. We're also going to add 20 to both sides to isolate our y. So it's going to be 14y, and that's going to be plus 0 equals 0 plus 14. So what we end up getting is 14y equals 14, and we use our division property and divide both sides by 14, and that gives us both ones. 1 times y is just y, so we get y equals 1. Our solution set is just 1. So now we're going to use our substitution property and take our original equation and replace every y with our 1. And we're going to see if we have the correct answer and check our solution. So we have 10, 1 minus 2, and then negative 2 times 2 times 1 plus 3. Okay, so 1 minus 2 is negative 1. 2 times 1 is just 2. So we have 2 plus 3 is 5. And we get negative 10 equals negative 10. So that works out. And that means this is our solution. All right, let's try again. We're going to use the distributive property on both sides of the equation. So you get 10y plus 20 equals negative 4y plus 6. All right, so I'm going to use my addition property and add 4y to both sides. Use my subtraction property of equality and subtract 20 from both sides of the equation. So you get 16, why did I put 16? 14y plus 0 equals 0 minus 14. So we get 14y equals negative 14. Now clearly you can see y is negative 1. You can do that mentally, or use your division property and divide both sides by 14. If you can do it mentally, that's better. So our solution set is negative 1. Now we're going to use our substitution property and replace every y with negative 1 and see if our left-hand side of the equation equals the right-hand side of our equation. If it does, then our solution is correct. So let's see. We have 10 times 1. Does that equal negative 2? And this right here is negative 5. So negative 2 minus 3 is negative 5. So what we get is 10 equal 10. It does check out. So negative 1 is our solution. And the last one, we're going to go ahead and distribute again. So you get 10y minus 20 equals negative 4y. I'm going to go ahead and put a 0 here just so I can use my properties. We're going to add 4y to both sides. Addition property. and also add 20 to both sides. Alright, that's going to give you 14y plus 0 equals 0 plus 20. Alright, so we get 14y equals 20. Use your division property. Divide both sides by 14. You get y equals 20 divided by 14. Now to reduce that, I'm going to divide the numerator by 2, which gives you 10, and the denominator by 2, which gives you 7. So my solution set is 10 divided by 7, if it's correct. So let's check our solution using substitution. I'm going to replace my y with 10 divided by 7. All right. All right. Okay, so we have our negative 10. And what we want to do here, I'm going to put this 2 in fraction form. And we need a common denominator of 7. So all you do is take your numerator and multiply it by 7. Alright, so there's that. And on this one, you're just going to multiply through. You can put these in fraction form, since there's no addition or subtraction. So we're going to have negative 4 times 10 is negative 40, divided by 7. So I just multiplied everything through. Alright, and on this side, we're going to get negative 10 sevenths plus 14 sevenths is 4 sevenths. So we're going to get negative 40 divided by 7 equals negative 40 divided by 7. And that does check out. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye. I think you want to come over, get her to the great man.